Both understanding and expectation about new type relationship between major countries.
I think from our point of view, what we hope it will mean is that the two countries will have a constructive relationship. There will be competition. There will be issues which will arise from time to time. And it cannot be that one side just gives way to the other and therefore we are friends. There has to be a balance and a give and take and a mutual understanding of where vital interests are, and then the ability to work together to deal with issues around the world which concern us all, whether it's global warming, whether it's nuclear proliferation, whether it's the security in the Middle East, Iran. China has a stake in all these issues.
And how do you see Japan's future? Japan is the only country still living in the shadow of 1945. Which direction will Japan develop, and what kind of impact will it have on the regional development?
Well, Japan has actually played quite a positive role in the region over the last few decades. Economically, their investments have made a big difference. Singapore certainly has benefited from their investments. Other ASEAN countries, even China, has a very big business with Japan. Their economy is now in some difficulty. Their population is declining. Their working age workforce has been in decline for now, I think, more than 10 years. And that's not easy to turn around. But they are still an advanced economy and still with a lot of potential to contribute to the region.
So do you have concerns about the China-Japan relationship and its possible negative impact to the region?
I think you cannot go to war because China today is not China in the 1930s. You are a unified country, you are a powerful country, you are a nuclear power. Japan today is not Japan in the 1930s. It's a totally new generation. If you go to Shinjuku and you see the children with multicolored hair, they are not the people who are going to shout banzai and charge and do a suicide attack. So I think going to war as a deliberate act is not imaginable. But frictions are imaginable, accidents can happen, and then consequences from those accidents, I think, can be very troublesome. And both sides will lose from it.
So how does Singapore position itself in the regional and the international geopolitical landscape?
We try to be friends with everybody. We stand up for Singapore. We are not a Chinese society. We want to be friends with China, but we also want to be friends with Japan. We also want to be friends with the US. And we've not done badly in that respect because over the last few decades, relations among these countries have been stable, and I hope it stays like that.
当前全球兴起贸易区域自由化的浪潮，跨太平洋伙伴关系协定及 TPP 至今已吸收了新加坡、新西兰、美国、澳大利亚、日本等12个成员，经济总量占全球的40%，贸易总量占1/3。2014年2月底 ，TPP 谈判部长级会议将在新加坡召开。作为4个发起国之一的新加坡，又是怎样看待 TPP 对亚太地区贸易和经济格局改变的呢？
As the founding member of TPP, Singapore has been the champion for free trade. To what extent do you think the TPP will change the trade and economic landscape of Asia-Pacific region?
I think it's a very significant step forward. The APEC countries altogether, there are 21. Ideally, all of